Got the new governor gear in. You're on the drive! Just bought this Yardman self-propelled push mower, and I think we have to take the carburetor apart because it'll run if you prime it, or it'll start, but it won't run. What that tells me is the primer's giving it fuel, so it's not getting fuel. So we're gonna have to take the, let's see here, I think it just connects right here to the intake tube that goes into the block, because it's a flathead, to come see 6 3/4 horse. So just take the carburetor part. So you gotta take your throttle linkage off there. This is a fuel line, I think. And then there's the fuel line on the back that comes up to the bottom of the tank here. Took our carburetor apart and I think I found our issue. So this is the nut, or the bolt that holds the bowl on. It's got some little holes in it. Well, there's one down inside there. I think it was plugged up, but there's a lot of crap in there, like you saw in the pictures. So I cleaned it out, went through all the little holes and passageways that I could find in the carburetor with some carb spray, but I did have to pull the muffler off, which was easy. It was like 1/2 inch, or no, I think it was, there were just some 1/2 inch, yeah, there are bolts there, so I could get at the second one here. Got it all put back together. Primed it. I'm ready to start it and see how it does. So pulled and pulled and pulled and primed and it didn't start, so I figured must not have fuel. Nope. So tells me either something got plugged up in the gas line here somehow, or there's something stuck back in the carburetor. So I am going to just pull the float and needle out and blow some carb spray up through there and see if we get fuel, and hopefully not make too big of a mess putting it back together. And yeah, so got everything put back together again. All I did was squeeze this line. It was like there was air in the hose, so it wouldn't let it. It was weird. So now there's some coming into the fuel bowl. Didn't seem like much, but it's probably enough for this little engine. So maybe this little thing will prime and run. Maybe. If we're lucky. If I can hold this down. This isn't working. Anyway, I'll get it started. So, yet again, back out here. Now we have good fuel flow to the carburetor. I had to spray it back out again. Prime it. See if we can get it to fire. push mower, and I got a carburetor in. This was like $13 on the internet. Probably Chinese, or it was probably made in China, but who knows. But hopefully this will fix our issue, because not working. Honestly, I think this is a really dumb design on part of the engine manufacturer, because you can't even run it on choke, because there isn't one. You just prime it. That's my opinion, but so pull the carburetor off. So we're gonna have to take the muffler off again. These two bolts to take these two off. Then we'll take these two off, the carburetor off the intake, air filter off, throttle linkage, fuel line, and this breather line. It should come off. So I got it all apart. I put the new one on the fuel line just so I didn't have fuel going everywhere. But so pull this off the front. It goes over the front with these screws that go through it, which is a 1/4-inch socket. And then these nuts were 7/16, and the bolts here were 3/8, I believe. And the bolts here that go into the head, or I guess it's a block, I think those were 3/8. I don't know, something like that. So I'll get it all put back together and see if it'll run. Got it all put back together, and it took me forever to figure out how this throttle linkage works. So that's how it goes onto the governor, I think. It only goes to the carburetor, goes up and over. The spring tensioner goes back. But see if we can get this thing to fire, because I think we can. There's a couple primes. Hold it. Earwigs crawling around. It hasn't been started in a while, so kind of expected it to smoke like that, but let's see. I think there's just a bunch of gas sitting in it, and who knows what else. I was running funky, but that has been started in, well, I don't know when the last time it was. It was over a month ago, I know that. I'll try one more time and see what we get. And I can smell that oil.